Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How's it going, guys? Surprise stream. Sorry to subvert your expectations today, but we're streaming on a Monday, which we usually never do, because I have to do D&D tomorrow, so we kind of had to move things around. Hey, Chaos. Hey, Colonel Steve. How's it going? Welcome in. How are you doing? Yay, unscheduled stream. Welcome in, Wanda Wonka. Yes, indeed, unscheduled stream. Yeah. So the thing is that I have D&D tomorrow, which we had to move around. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to cancel stream. But guys, I cannot stop thinking about our factory. I swear to God, this game is haunting me. And I have to go back and finish this factory setup, otherwise I'm never going to sleep again. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to stream on Monday instead. What does it matter, right? So here we are, unscheduled stream. Hype! Yeah, I had a fantastic day. Let me tell you about this. Oh my god. If you don't sleep, you'll die. That is true. And I don't want to die just yet. I want to live like at least another 3 years minimum, saying that's my lower bound. So we have to build a factory. It's a given. Okay, guys, I signed up for this app. This is fantastic news. I signed up for this app where people can put their dogs on the app, and basically the sales pitch, I'm pretty sure, was imagine Tinder, but for dogs and humans. So what you do is you find dogs that are near you, and you kind of message with the owner, and you can offer to keep them for a little while, go on a walk with them, just come by and pet them, that sort of stuff. And the owners get, some help if they need to have the dog out of the house for a couple of hours or whatever. And you get to pet and play with a dog. And today I met my first dog, Momo. And he was really, really cute. He is 4 months old or something like that. So he's just really small, but super well behaved. The people are training him super well. So yeah, Momo is going to be hopefully a reoccurring presence in my life soon. I'm super excited. Guys, I have half a dozen doggo dates this week, and I'm so excited for it. Yeah, let's see what else is going on. Is there no exchange of money? No, it's just dog, person, and you kind of hang out together. The assumption being that some people just can't have a dog but would want to hang out with one or, play with one. And then there's so many people who, for example, work at an office job and can't take care of their dog all day, and so you can kind of take the dog for the day and then bring him back in the evening. So yeah, no exchange of money. Sounds super cute. It is super cute. And honestly, I don't know if you guys have a sort of Tinder matching face. If you use dating apps, you're kind of whatever, because nobody's gonna message you back, and you're like, whatever. What does it matter? But with this app, I'm like, oh my god, this is the cutest dog ever. And then I'm typing a 30-minute message to the owner being like, I want your dog so bad. It is so cute. Here's all of my experience. Hello. I hope you're having a lovely day. So I'm really into it, as you might be able to tell by my enthusiasm. What else is going on? I just came back from the gym. I'm finally back to the gym. I was sick last week, which was super annoying. I signed up for the gym, went once, and then got sick. And I was like, damn it, I'm paying for this. I want to go. So now I am officially back to the gym. Can't stop me now. I'm not going to be able to use my arms tomorrow, but that's okay. I have to say, the first couple of days when you get back to the gym are the worst. Don't get me wrong, I love working out so much. But the first few days after a break, I hate it so much. It's just you're just in pain. It's kind of awkward. It's exhausting. Everything hurts. Yeah. Anyways, no more complaining about my workout schedule. Let's build a factory, shall we? Tell me about your guys' day. How's your Monday been? Anything exciting happening, or is it just a plain old boring Monday? Will I get our game up and running? I also have some dinner here, which I haven't gotten around to eating yet, so I might be kind of sneaking some bites here or there. I think it's a plain old boring Monday. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Would you want your Mondays to be more exciting? Would you want them to include doggos? Because those are pretty great. Alright, here we go. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We have 2 doggos, but I don't know if I'd trust them with anyone. Would you not trust the people with the dogs or the dogs with the people is the question. Because I think I can see that both ways. But we do pay a dog walker when we go away. That's fair, that's fair, that's good. Hey, Dragana! Welcome in! They put a hole in your chest? Oof. That sounds super painful. Are you doing alright? Just glad to be done with work and only 4 days left in the week. That's true. That's true. Monday's already done. You made it 1/5 through the week, which is fantastic. So what's the difference? Is it because when we pay it feels like they're a professional? A little bit. So one of the things that this app has is that you do actually pay to use it. It's the really small fee, just a couple of bucks. But that kind of, I think, filters out all the people who are just like, you know, just derping around, basically. And so with that, you at least get people who are slightly more serious about it. But I understand, like, it's a tricky situation. You want to make sure that you can trust the people you give your dogs to, right? This game looks much different, yes. I will show you around in a second. It sucked, but the doctor was cute. She asked if I was cool and said I was indeed cool, so perfect day. Yeah, I mean, I can confirm that you are cool, so... Seems about right. No questions asked there. Yeah, guys, if you haven't been around for a hot second... G-Fairy Gaming! Docs and Satisfactory, looks like I came to the right place. You came to the right place indeed. As soon as I start actually dog walking all of these dogs, I will come with pictures, guys. I promise. So, follow for dog pictures? If that's not a good follow pitch, then I don't know what is. Yeah. Does cool mean smoke weed? No, I think cool means just like a dope person. That's what I meant when I was referring to Mom Dragana. Alright, factories. Let me show you around. So, last time, we did a little bit of stuff. We basically figured out that our setup was insufficient. We needed to go bigger and better and cooler. And so, we did. So, what we ended up doing is we started out with our iron production, which is kind of our bottleneck right now. We built a huge platform. Look at this. Look at this huge platform here. Well, huge by my standards. Everyone who actually plays Satisfactory a bunch will tell you it's tiny, but, you know. Huge from my standards. I'm just starting out. And we also built a second floor up top there, which has a bunch of smelters that produce iron. And then this floor produces plates and rods right now. The main thing that we did is we built a highway. Check it out, guys. Tell me this is not the coolest thing you've ever seen. We built an iron ore highway because we didn't have enough iron and our iron quality that we had nearby was garbage. So we built a giant road that brings all the iron to us now. It's pretty dope. I know. Yeah, that comes from over there. Goes over here. Goes into these cool elevators, escalators. I guess they're both. They kind of have steps. So they are elevators and escalators at the same time. Holy cow, a pretty heavy metal highway? I know, right? This is pretty cool. So that's the thing we did. I need a jetpack, guys. I wish I could fly, but I always need to like walk around things. Apparently there's one in the game and we're gonna get it eventually. But soon. So, on the first floor, I already told you we're making plates and rods. On the second floor, we started a production for screws. The entire second floor is exclusively screws, because we're gonna need a lot of those. Check it out. I don't know if those are... Yeah, so these are already in production. Look at them. Look at our rods go. So we start with the iron over here, then the first row makes rods, then that second row makes screws out of the rods. Whoop. Pretty simple. So, what's missing? First of all, we're gonna build containers that grab all of the resources we need. Together. For example, we want a container that gets all the screws over here, maybe over there, I don't know yet. And then down here, we're gonna have a container that collects all of these resources. From those containers, I was thinking then building out into the assemblers that assemble specific resources to what we need them to be. Because specifically we were... What's the button? Right, this. Specifically, what we need to make is rotors out of rods and screws, and smart plating out of reinforced iron plates and rotors. So there's a couple more steps that we need to get down in our processing, so we first want to consolidate all of our resources and then get some other stuff going. So I'm going to start with that. Nope, that's the wrong button. I have too much garbage in my inventory. Oh, this container is also full. Sorry, I'm trying to wrap my head around how this is going to look before I start building, ideally. Because if I do it after I start building, it's gonna be a mess. So, for those of you who've played and have some experience, if there's anyone in chat, should I do all of one resource in a single container and then kind of have a splitter come out of that afterward? Or should I have multiple containers for each resource so it's easier to get them out again afterward? We'll take suggestions before I start building, if anyone knows, while I snack over here. Don't mind me. I think for now, a single container should be sufficient. So, perhaps I'm gonna just go with that. Container. There we go. Gonna build that container right here. Oh, also, yeah, we got a paint gun, which is why everything is such pretty colors. I painted everything, which some might say is a waste of time, but some people might be wrong. I mean, you want to grab the parts again from the container with a belt. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. I don't know of another way of doing it. Like, I was gonna have those out here afterward and go into the assemblers where they're needed. I guess I could also just put the assemblers right here. The thing is, some of the parts are now on different floors. Like, for example, I need screws from up top and plates from down, or rods from down here. So I was thinking if I have containers here, then I can have all the base resources accessible, and then have the more advanced resources sort of farther out. Does that make sense? Or am I thinking about this the wrong way? Is your factory still running on biofuel, or do you have a coal plant? We are still running on biofuel. We currently have 4 biofuel reactors. Over here, over there, if you can see them. Over there in the distance. We have not researched coal yet, so we can't be building that yet. But we will get to that soon. You're making, what are you making? Rods. You're making plates. So these 3 are making plates. Need a merger. Splitter, merger. Let's do that. Containers as buffers are good. It gives you time to react if things go wrong. Okay, that seems reasonable. I will add those. Okay, I need to put that gun out of my hand. It's really annoying that you just. There you go. Just put it away. Put it away. Okay, so these 3 make plates. I'm gonna merge that in here, and then drop a container right here. Oh, God. Is that gonna work, or is that too close? Nope, that works. Ah. Alright, so look at our plates go! And now the thing is that we actually thought about how much of each resource we need to correctly fuel these constructors. So this should actually just keep continuously making plates, which is nice. And then I believe these 4 are making rods. Yeah. So we need a merger. That's a splitter. That's a merger. It's in the right spot. Yeah. Yeah. And another one. Put that in here. Put that in there. Can't afford? Oh, we need plates. Alright. That's okay. Hands off. Crafting time. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of heavy plates. We definitely want to have an assembler for that at some point. It's kind of crucial. How many do we need? It feels good because now we're not going to be strapped for resources anymore for a little while at least. Until we, you know, scale up and then are strapped for resources again and then have to do this all over again, but... for right now, at least, we're good. Okay, that seems sufficient. That's not gonna work. Hold on a sec. Made a mistake. Oops. There we go, that's gonna work. That's not aligned. Gosh darn it. I did press the align me button. Will you align it now? Thank you. That's a little tilted, but okay. Then a container. That goes this way around. Does that work? That's off, isn't it? Oh, that's off. What are you working on? Welcome in, boring nerd. I always feel like I'm insulting you when I say your name. I'm sorry. I'll just call you nerd. That feels better. Finishing our first setup here. And trying to get this merger to be in the right spot. It's kind of giving me a hard time right now. There we go. I think that's the spot. Yeah, we're working on getting all of the resources into storage containers and then... Oh! Shit! You just beat Nightmare King Grim! Congratulations! That is awesome! And hella difficult, as far as I know. What's that? Is that right? Just trying to have them all be in the same spot, guys. It's so difficult. So we're trying to get them into containers, and then we're gonna build the assemblers and more constructors out the back. That's the spot. Don't tell me I built this the wrong way around. I swear this container is giving me the hardest time of my life. No, it's the right way around. And this is the exit thingy. Why won't you? Why won't you? Why won't you? There we go. Thank you. There we go. Look at it go. Okay, and then from here over to here. Okay, so all of our rods are coming in here. All of our plates are coming in there. I'm gonna just drop some of my stuff. There we go. In here. Because I have a bunch in inventory right now that I don't need, and we can get stuff out of this container as well. How are you doing, nerd? How has your Monday been? Alright, that's good. And then we can move this container. Goodbye, container. And we can do the same upstairs with the screws. It's been fine, a lot of work, but the students been nice. Are you a teacher by any chance? Is that why you're referring to your students? I hope they'd be nice to you if you're the teacher. That would be much appreciated, I imagine. Let's see. Merger. Gonna need to extend our platform a little bit here, because otherwise we're gonna run out of space. Yeah, the kids are 13 through 16, so sometimes unruly teenagers. Ooh, that's a dangerous age, I can tell. I was a dangerous kid at that age. No, I'm kidding. I was a teacher's pet. Good old days, guys. Good old days. It's funny to see where that takes you in life. I think it did me alright. I ended up being a pretty okay person after all. Someone, anyone. So we need one here. Yeah. And then... I don't know if I'm overdoing this, but... we connect these up. Collect here, collect here. I'm using Mach 1 and 2 kind of alternatingly here because some of these move more resources than others. Oop, there's already screws coming our way! Look at them go! The sound, the power, oof. Oh wait, no, did the power go out? Damn it! Crap, okay. Well, we'll deal with that in a second. That's not good. I don't recognize that sound yet. Close to coal now though. You have a throughput problem with the screw line. I do. As in, too many screws into a single container? In that case, we might need to do 2 containers. Yeah, too many on a line. Alright. We'll do 3 and 3 and make 2 containers. Oh! I did not mean to delete that. Whew, that was close. Is that connected? Yeah. There we go. And we'll make a container here. to have it be this damn up close to it. Let's try again. That's better. What do you teach, nerd? What do you teach those, hopefully longing for knowledge young adults? Soon to be adults. That's still pretty teenager old age. Soon to be adults. There we go. Soon adults, yeah. I want to say it's one of the hardest ages to teach. Because if they're slightly younger, they're much more obedient, but if they're slightly older, they're, you know, smarter, more functional, I would say. But that's sort of the 13 to 16 is sort of the rebel age usually, which is pretty difficult to deal with at times. They run beta software, like programming classes and that sort of stuff, informatics. That sounds super fun. I wish I had been taught that when I was younger. Oh. Their brain is beta. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Okay, guys. Nope. Is this connected? This isn't moving. Now it's moving. Okay, let's go check on the power. I feel like that's kind of a somewhat crucial element of our production line, I want to say. It's fine. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Power? Did we run out of fuel? We didn't run out of fuel. Do we not have enough power? Is that the problem? Yeah, capacity, it seems like it. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I guess we can build a couple more power plants. That shouldn't be the issue. Let's do another biomass burner over here. Like that. Like that. Just drop like 3 more of these here. And hopefully that solves our electricity problem. And then we fuel all of these, and then we should be good. Let's see, we'll take that biofuel. And we fill them up. I think next on our list should be grabbing some more biofuel because we're running dangerously low on that. I don't want to have to halt production because of that. That would suck. Yeah, I'm already having to split stacks here because I'm running low. Short exploration tour with a chainsaw? Absolutely. That is coming right up. Let me get the power back on. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I think we just hit capacity. Smiles! Hey, how's it going? Welcome in. How are you doing? I'm just gonna do one more lap, make sure everything's hooked up correctly. And everything's making what it's supposed to be making. Rods, come here. Chilling, about to get some dinner in 2 minutes. What's for dinner? Tell me something tasty. I have a bunch of extra iron ore and stuff like that, but I guess I can just... I guess we can make some plates out of it. Yeah, let's do that. Baked mac and cheese with bacon and sausage. Besides the bacon and sausage part, that sounds delicious. But I imagine you like that part too. It's pretty sick. I will admit, I have never had baked mac and cheese. I've had mac and cheese before. All American style, but never baked mac and cheese. Are you vegan or vegetarian? Have some spaghetti for dinner. Sorry, this is really good food. But sounds delicious either way. Is baked mac and cheese something you make from scratch? Like you make it kind of yourself with all the ingredients and fresh? Yeah, then it's really good. I've only had the pre-made mac and cheese. You basically make mac and cheese and let it sit for a little. Yeah, you put it in the oven, right? I also have all of this stuff. God, what do I do with all this stuff? Let's make a little bit of wire. Bake his oven. Then bake it with more cheese over it. It's like, oh, we had this tasty cheese dish, so we thought the thing it really needed was more cheese. And, you know, I think you're not wrong there. I think that's what it does need. I think I'm just gonna throw this stuff away. There, it's gone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Do not need that much. Hell yeah. I mean, you can never have too much cheese on something, guys. We all know that. Bah. I know, wasting all the resources. I'm a rebel here, but I don't know what else to do with it. I don't want it filling up my inventory. What happened to the I never waste items? I can explain it. Don't look at me. Okay, I'm gonna turn some of this wire into cable. Just to get the stacks neat and organized. There we go. Nice. Okay. That looks a lot better. Okay. Lol. Oh, by the way, I deleted 20,000 plates rods because I wanted to move storage again. Not again, Smiles! No! Why don't you just make a temporary storage that you put it in? Why just delete it all? Also, hi Cretapolis, how's it going? Welcome in. Alright guys, let me grab my chainsaw. Let's get some trees. Where's my chainsaw? I need this, I'm gonna need some food. This is the messiest storage of all time, so I'm gonna leave this gun here. Sweet! Hello. Oh, Gingerbread Girl, how's it going? A second floor, yes! Oh, if you haven't been here for that yet, we have upgraded our factory a little bit. I will show you around in a bit, but we are on our way to grab some more... some more, biofuel. Because it's easy to just hold control and drag them to the trash can. Yeah, that's fair. I can see that. I need some biomass. You almost healthy again? Ah, that's amazing! I'm glad you are. I hope you got all the sleep. And, still living on Nasivine, but otherwise all Gucci. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I am happy for you. I'm glad that you're feeling better. I think... yeah, there it goes. That's gonna make us some biofuel, which we're gonna need. Cause... oh, yeah. Fucking sadist, Skek W. Did you get your jetpack yet? No. Unfortunately, not yet. But it is on my radar, and I'm hoping to get a jetpack very soon. I think we're trying to get the next stage unlocked right now with our production. And once we have that, is 20 biofuel enough for the whatchamacallit stuffity for the chainsaw? Yeah, I think she enjoyed our company. I think she does. I think she does. For some biomass, yes, but get some more. Alright. Then we have to wait. 20 last a long time. Alright, I mean, we've got like 40 now. This should be good. Let's cut down some trees. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna go this direction, because I haven't gone this direction yet. I'm gonna leave the trees that are closest to base, because I want some greenery. And then I'm gonna chop down everything from starting over here, basically. Yeah. I took down like 10k leaves with 25 biomass. Alright, then we are good. She seems a little too happy with that chainsaw sound. It's just a satisfying sound. Nothing wrong with appreciating a good sound. Oh, yep. Grab that. Also, has anyone seen our doggo today? I don't know where it went. Maybe it got stuck somewhere. I haven't seen it yet today. Leaves, 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 leaves. Leaves, 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 leaves. Okay, that's good. Sure. I mean, am I wrong that it's a satisfying sound? I don't think so. Also, I'm pretty sure you did the same thing when you got your first chainsaw and you were like, yeah. Think you got stuck on the cliff where you made lifts yesterday? Damn it! Aw. That's so sad. I'll go back and pick it up later. I wanted it to come on adventures with us. You guys were right, I should probably make it a room and keep it there until we go exploring or something, so it doesn't get stuck places. Oh, hello. Who that? What? Oh, it's you. Hello. Don't mind me, just cutting down some trees. Ooh, leaves. This is not really helping. We'll just keep going. Took down like half the forest. Right? It's so satisfying. I'm just like, ha 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 ha. All of this is over. Oh! Oops. That was unintended. I was watching it at a stream early and he had a coffee in his hand? Yeah. I've seen that too, like a coffee cup. I don't know what that is. Berries, eat. Aye, sir. Berries, eat. Chomp, chomp. Lucky? Yeah, I got lucky there. I could have absolutely fallen and died. The most expensive item in the game is a golden coffee cup. So that's just one to show off, is it? Sounds like a show-off item. Can't wait for the Fix-It mug to become a real-life merch item. Ooh, that's a cool idea. Yeah, for sure. Is it a cool coffee cup? Or just a random coffee cup? Oh, it is already? Oh. Oh, look at these tiny things. They're so cute. I like these. These are cute plants. Not very leaf efficient, but cute. Check them out. Okay, that's a waste of time. But I like them and they're cute. Chop, 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 chop. Cuddly doggo toys. Yeah, I wish we had our doggo here. Maybe, but I don't want to import stuff from the US to get— Oh god! Help! Oh my god, Jesus Christ, what is happening? Oh, hello. I want the snail. I'm gonna get the snail. Quick! Quick! Oh, what are you? Why are you so angry? We're leaving. Guys, we're leaving. Dun 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 dun. You can use the chainsaw to get grass as well? Oh yeah. Interesting. I want this tree. I can't have this tree. How about this tree?
The mycelia within this fungus
Ooh.
suggests strong molecular bonding features frequently observed in adhesives and medicine, both beneficial for field research. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Nice! We got some mycelia. That's pretty cool. Look at this thing. Guess it's a fungus? Question mark? New types of trees, guys! Whoa, cool. Can we cut it down? We can! Oh no, not the purple forest? Why not the purple forest? What's wrong with the purple forest? It seems pretty nice. Okay, hi. You're friendly? Not friendly. Not friendly. It's too beautiful. I mean, I'm not cutting down the purple trees. Don't worry. Ooh. Oh, hello. What's these? Stuff. Things. Ooh. Ah! 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 Oh god. Alright, we need to fight back. Shh, I didn't bring my fighting tools. I like face first slid down that hill. Oh, it's too beautiful but easy to get lost. It's fine, it's daytime and infested with spiders. Oh no, oh no. Oops. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna bring our attack tool this time. I didn't keep any of the food in the box, which was a mistake. I should have definitely done that. That was stupid of me. I should have learned that lesson last time I went exploring and died like 12 times in a row. Clearly I didn't. Leaves, 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 leaves. Ooh, nuts. Nice. Let's get those. Those are gonna keep us alive for a little bit. Hopefully. Nope. Grab these nuts. Chomp, 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 chomp. Can we walk through poison at some point? Just like... because I want to explore the poison areas. Nom 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 nom. Ooh, more nuts. Yeah, let's go. And those nuts. I like those too. Nom 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 nom. Hmm. Oh, that's a shiny rock. Hello there. Sam? Who's Sam? What's a Sam? Have you heard of the new item they are adding called Sock-on? Sock on that dick? Thought you could get me there, did ya? I'm watching you, Smiles. Suck on these nuts? Yeah. Nah. Can't get me that easily. I might be gullible, but I'm not that gullible. More nuts. Okay. Where's our body? Oh, right here. Right here. Whew. We already have a lot of stuff. We can grab a couple more piles of leaves and wood. But I'm gonna circle back around. Haha, the funny. Yeah, I mean, just you wait till next time I get you with these jokes. I was a streamer that tried to Imagine Dragons in viewers. The thing is here, those are good jokes. Just that I watch too many streamers that make these jokes too often. Hence I'm prepared. When somebody's like, oh, do you know about this? I'm like, how could this be a dick joke? How could it possibly? And he fell for the sock hun joke. Ah, rip. Ooh, shiny rock. Oh. We take the rock. Nice. This looks like it could be spider territory, and I'm very weary of that. Something entirely unrelated. Are you interested in fitness? Yes. I am. Unless it's... No, that one doesn't work for a good dick joke. Yeah, I was thinking, it was like fitness. That's a little bit of a stretch, don't you think? Fitness dick in my ass? I guess, yeah, if you say it right. Ah, boy. Stream quality has much improved. Love it. You win this one. Gingerbread girl, you win this one. Alright. Hi, Poppos. There's a lot of them. I forgot we can run. Oh boy, we're dying. Nope, grab. Oh! Great. 180p video, 4K humor. I'm new here and I'm welcomed by Yep Cockpoggers. Hi, Ninja Dogs. Welcome in. Just ignore them. Just completely ignore them. I hope you're having a lovely Monday. Tell me about how your day has been. Just ignore them. That's the best thing to do here. I want more flowers too so we can paint all of our new equipment that we got. I think I need some stuff. Whoa, water. Oh, we can swim? What? That's amazing. I didn't know that. Trust I have a few prepared for you. I will get you at 1 point. Yeah. Just keep trying. Keep trying. I think it's 1 point for me, 1 point for Gingerbread Girl, 0 points for you right now. So you gotta try a little harder. Okay, we're gonna leave because these doggos are not friendly. Very not friendly. Sag. Yeah, gotta try harder. Leaves. I'm just like spamming. Ooh, hello. What's this? Are you a bird? Hi, Burbo. Hello. No, stay. Be my friend. Goodbye, Burb. Pretty good apart from the fact that I missed the bus, so I got my walk in today. Say the least. Aw, oh, damn it. I mean, I hope it was at least a nice walk. It's overall maybe not necessarily a bad thing, but I get that. I get the pain there. I've done a good bit of walking myself today. Just got done making steel in my new world. Fuck steel. Well, that's a strong opinion on steel there. You're never fighting hostiles is most chaotic good I've ever seen in this game. They are puppos and I'm invading their world. I refuse to kill them for it. Hello? Is my inventory full? My inventory's full. We have anything we can get rid of? So, mycelia, that slug. Can drop some of these cables, we don't need those. Wow, can't hate steel. Hate building this shit, man. You're gonna hate it when you find a big dog. It's so boring. Aww. Oh no. I don't know about steel yet. I'm not there yet, so I live in a world of blissful ignorance, let's just say. Guys, I think we have enough biofuel. Just gonna pick up a couple more flowers. Yeah, okay, inventory is entirely full with biofuel at this point. Should really begin this game, wanna know why steel gets so much hate, right? This is the beauty of when people come in here and are like, oh god, I just built this and it sucks so much, and I'm like, that sounds cool. I wanna find out why it sucks so much. It's too fucking broken, so I'm always building a new damn steel setup. Aw, I mean, broken in that they, like, should patch it? Kind of way? Okay, put the gun down. Put the... There. Steel is nice, Mach 3 belts are the best. Ooh. And Mach 4 belts is hella nice. Oh, okay. So it is kind of, important stuff, it's just a pain to deal with. Not enough space in inventory. Damn it, guys! Damn it, okay. Well, let's just drop some in here. Crafting time! Tell me about your life, guys! Broken in the fact that in certain situations, steel is extremely efficient in recipes. Ooh, I mean, that doesn't sound bad at all. That doesn't sound bad at all. I like that. I will get there soon. Very soon. I think we're gonna set up reinforced iron plates next. As well as rotors. Those are the two I want to have right now. Because they're gonna be really important. And this situation is a thing called too good. No. More biomass! You should go to the crash pod where you died. There's a hard drive in it. We will return in that case. I'm gonna set up the production first, and then I'm gonna go explore again. Because I want to make sure that's all up and running. My life says that I started a new job 7 days ago. In the middle of my cold, and it's a really great time. Oof. That's an unfortunate time to be starting a new job. I hope they went easy on you for that. I know that some jobs are kind of assholes about people being sick and that sort of stuff. So, I hope they didn't, you know. I meant that I'm having a great time with it. Okay, I mean, that's good. That's good. Given that it was in the middle of your cold, I imagined that could have been sarcastic, but I never know, so. Sarcasm is hard to read, guys. Particularly if you're just chatting, so. Sorry for that. Oh man, look at all that fuel we're gonna get. Oh. We can also make some more color cartridges from all the flowers we collect. Oh, this is fantastic, guys. Still doing that Skype sound. Ninja Dogs, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Can you do a tour of your factory so long? Well, I can't exactly leave here. There we go. Okay, I have it all done. I can do a tour of our factory, and we're going to build a little bit more in the factory right now, so all of that. I'll show you around. Mood blankies. If you don't know yet, we are working, nope, over here. We're working toward an emote goal right now with bit donations such that we can have emotes for things like blankies. Which I'm super excited about. I was just about to ask why you craft and then realized we're out of power. Yep. That is why we're crafting. Because my biofuel maker thingy takes a while. Are you doing the thing? Is this working? Are you working? It's not working. Why aren't you working? You're out of bits? No, that's fair, that's fair. Pause champ? Yeah, what just... Is this biomass? This takes biomass? Oh my god, I figured out what that is. I don't know if you can see this, but we have some leaves on the conveyor belt that are blocking the way. Yep. Jesus Christ. Nope. Ugh! Lord help. I can't. Okay, one hot second. Please? Gingerbread girl, thank you for the bits! Those are all you had left? Don't need them for anything else? I appreciate it. It's going to go toward a Blankies emote and all the likes, so it's going to be put to very good use. There! Conveyor belt. Okay. No guys, I can do this without having to take it down. Promise. Look at it. We're good. Okay. This is the kind of issue that, like, is really tricky to notice. Prime example where I place my stuff with more space between. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, probably. Shh. Note to self, build stuff further apart. Yeah, somebody write that down, it's gonna be on the test. The test for me later. And you're gonna have to tell me the answer, because I don't know, you know? Okay, tour of the factory. So first floor. Oop, almost died. We are making plates. And plates and plates. That all go in here. Wow, that's a lot of plates already. Wow. Wow. Okay. Then we're making rods over here. And all of this is making rods, which we are going to, well, the plates and the screws upstairs we're going to turn into reinforced iron plates. Whoa. And then this is all screws. Look at all these screws we're making. So many screws. It's beautiful. I love it. You always need more space, always. Oh yeah, I'm already... Doggo! Guys, our doggo! Sorry. I know I was gonna give you a tour of the place, but need to take a quick break. Hey, Popo! Hey! What you doing down here? Now, who's a good doggo? Wait, is this our doggo? This isn't our doggo! It's a wild doggo. Guys, it's a wild doggo. One second. Where did he go? Doggo, come back. I got something for you. Be my friend. Hey. You want this? You want a berry? Yeah? Hey! No! Don't run away! Come here! Grab a berry! Oh! Oh, who's a good boy? Oh, Sam ore. Strange alien metal. That's what that stands for. Okay, so I don't know where Lobster is at. Lobster is our other doggo. I think we shall call this one Shrimp if we called the other one Lobster. It's going to get very confusing very soon. But you're a good shrimp. Have you seen Lobster? Shrimp. It's a cute one, right? Same idea, lol. That's a lot of screws. Who are you looking to screw over? Oh, you know. Mostly just myself with all the work, probably. We need shell next. I like that, I like that. Wait, you can have pets? Yes, Cratapolis, you can. Look at this doggo. He's a good boy. He's gonna follow us around. We lost our other doggo. I don't know where Lobster is, but if anyone sees Lobster, scream, okay? I wanna get him back. We're taking the highway up. I'm on a highway to hell. Highway to hell. Oh, berries. Think he's stuck there? But stuck where? I haven't seen Lobster in a while. On the east side of your base? East. Let's walk the base once and see if he's here anywhere. Lobster! Lobster! Easy set it like at the miner? Yeah, over there, right? He's not over there. We should make a puppo place where they can hang out. Lobster! Lobster! He's not around here, though. Sorry, I thought I could eat that delicious crustacean. Don't you dare, gingerbread girl. Don't you dare. Lobster is not for eating, only for petting. Yeah, I don't see him though, guys. I don't see him. You know what? I think he's just a free spirit. He'll come to us when he feels like it. Sometimes when you die, the doggo forgets you, so it might have been Lobster you found. Lobster would never forget me, nerd. I don't think so. That sounds wrong. A doggy home, I'm all for it. Hell yeah. I don't like this tree here. Excuse you? I can't. Alright, fine. Stay then. Then you shall stay. Alright. No, Smiles, we do not eat the doggos. Doesn't matter if they bring us nuclear waste. We do not kill the doggos. Now that note of mentioned pegging, that's what I heard at least. Good night. Have a good night, gingerbread girl. Thanks for joining us. Okay, we don't need this. We don't need that. Nor the berries. Let's eat a couple more nuts. These nuts. I can't cut it because the platform is annoying. I know. It's annoying. It's fine though. I'll just never look at it. I'll probably get annoyed by it eventually and then just, you know, fix it all. But, not for now. We don't need the quartz. We do not need limestone. This mysterious magical ore. Power slug. Found some coal and some mycelia. Let me check the mycelia. I think we can research that. Mycelia. Aha! That gives us biofuel. Sweet! What can we do with it? Medical properties. Oh, I don't have any of this stuff. More fabric. Oh, fabric. Don't know what that's good for, but we can make 100 biofuel. We have lots of it. Over here somewhere. Grab that. Do some research. Because we're scientists, guys, don't you know? Where were we? Fabric. Ooh, parachute! That's cool. I want that. I want it. I want it. It's not a jetpack, but it's a one-way jetpack, basically, so we're taking it. Biomass and mycelia. Okay, well, we grab some more biomass. No problemo. Make a bit of fabric. Well, parachute will do, right? I mean, it's not what we hoped for, but it's what we get. And we shall take it. Cool. I guess we can build that here now? Not here. Maybe in our equipment workshop. Yeah. We need 10 fabric, 5 parachute. Consumable. Okay. Let's make a couple of parachutes then. Let's make like 20, I guess. Seems like a good amount of parachutes. Now let's go base jumping, guys. Okay, there we go. How do I use this now? Okay, it's on my body. You're gonna have to tell me what button to press. Yeah, how will it work? I guess we just jump off and find out midway. It's one way to go about it, at least. Spacebar mid-air, I think. Alrighty. Okay, let's, what can we climb and jump off of? What's a good thing? What's a good thing to jump off of? Also, Smiles, you better be right about spacebar mid-air. Otherwise, we have a problem. Let's jump off this elevator. Ah, shit! We ran out of fuel. Oh, shit! We're gliding! Nice! That is sweet. I love it. Nice. It's almost as good as a jetpack. Our power is down. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Pretty low. We're ball out of fuel, guys. This is bad. Okay. There we go. We're back online. I'm just basically waiting at this point for this production to be done. So we can have more biofuel. But it's just gonna take a hot second. I think we have enough power for that to finish, just that we can then refill the power, ideally. So we should be good right now. Okay. What? Can you have solar panels in this game? No clue. Gotta ask the profesh. But I think it's more of a nuclear power type of game. Also, what the hell is with the jump pads and the jello? Not without a mod? Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, is it something that's maybe planned for the next iteration of the game? For the next update? Which I heard is due soonish? Question mark? Okay. So I want to make an assembler. The devs don't like free power. Seems like it, yeah. We're slowly running out of space, which I guess is a good sign here. We're gonna make an assembler for reinforced iron plates. And I'm gonna make it up here. Not really, because nights are so short it would probably be unbalanced. Haven't said anything about solar panels, tons of new building parts coming in there. Yeah, I haven't looked at the update yet, but sounds like exciting times coming up. Let me grab some more platforms. They set what they trade-offs in their stream, so you can decide if you want to make power of the coal or find steel. Okay. You're very stoked for what they have planned right now? Is there... I guess I can just Google it. I always want to ask you guys to send me stuff, but then I'm like, no, yeah, I can just Google it like a normal person. It's one of those things my parents do. They're like, Linus, can you find out about X? And I'm like, no, that sounds like something you could just look up on the internet. And then they get mad at me because I tell them to just look up things on the internet. They're like, but why won't you try and help us? And I'm like, because you can just look it up on the internet. It's not an acceptable answer to your parents, guys. Best place to start is Coffee Stain's YouTube. Gotcha. We'll take a look at that then. Okay. Assembler. I think this. The big boys. We're bringing out the big guns. The big guns. This seems like a good spot, question mark. That way we can bring screws from here. How many? Oh, right. How many? So this needs 60 screws per minute, so a level 1 thing should be sufficient. And 30 iron plates per minute. Okay, that's fine. The way I'm imagining this working is with an elevator right here. Yeah. Leave space? See, I left space. That's plenty of space, no? Namely, from our plate production right here, we're gonna go up there. This all makes sense, guys. Don't worry about it. That. Then we build in conveyor lift. Now I have to walk around. Guys, this jetpack is going to make my life so much easier. Like 100 times easily. Okay, then we built this up here. I want it to come out. Guess that way's fine. That way. Check it out! Look at the plates coming in. Da 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 da. Nice, right? I think this is a pretty smooth solution. And then we want some more platforms. And another storage container at the back here. Good job, thank you. Some of the stuff I do, I think through. And I had this whole 2-story thing planned out in my head before we started, so. Another storage container here. Leaving some space, look at me, look at me. This is gonna make 5 reinforced iron plates per minute. Sweet. And then we just need to hook it up to some power. Yeah, specifically not that power line. Hold up, hold up. There we go. And I think that should assemble. Look at it go. Nice. Nice. Okay. Is there anything else we want? Oh, the rotors is the second thing we need. Those need screws and yeah. Okay, we'll have the rotors over here. Might as well have them come out the second screw thing, why not? Nope, that's not where we built the other one. Need some storage of 3,800 No, 38,000 for both steel beams and pipes. Decent start. That's a good amount, I would say. That's like, you know, I mean, you could be trying harder, Smells, really, but for a start, it's okay. We'll accept that. Most likely we'll delete them all. That's fair. Oh, just you wait. I am genuinely afraid of what is yet to come there. Later we'll have a storage over close to 2 million. That sounds insane. What am I doing? Right. Building an assembler. Sorry, my brain jump sometimes just kind of goes like blah, blah, blah. How's that? That's good. Okay. And we'll do this basically the exact same way as we just did. Okay, this needs 100 screws per minute. So this is actually going to be a Mach 2 conveyor belt. Which we can't afford. Fantastic. Good job, guys. It's really not needed, but I like having a ton of items laying around. It feels safe, doesn't it? I like that too. Honestly, I could just fill one container with beams and sink the rest, but man, what's the fun in that? I'll have to leave early today. I'm extremely tired. Aw, I'm sorry. Maybe you shouldn't stay up so long, Wanda Wonka. Just an idea. But have a good night, and thank you for joining. And thanks for chatting and checking in. Okay, so got the screws. I need the rods. Great stream. Happy birthday. It's not quite my birthday yet, but soon. Grab some more food? That sounds great. Always grab some more food. Speaking of which, I have my food here too. I should eat that. Dropping some more foundations here. Oh, I heard you say bye, but you were saying bye to a viewer. Yes, yes, yes. I was just saying bye to Wanda Wonka. I, myself, am not going anywhere. Don't you worry. I have so many more things to build. So many more things. Like this thing here. And this lift that we're gonna build here. Maybe I should have left some space to walk here. Yeah, whatever. It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. So we're gonna build up here like so. Out here like so. Boom! Oh, I made a mistake wishing someone earlier, but instead said happy birthday. Yeah, that happens to the best of us. Okay. This looks good. Just needs some power. Oh god, I almost fell and died. Someone, anyone. Should be good. Storage container, and we're done. Boom! This is making rotors. Let's go. So have you become a plumber yet? Hi, Dr. Swed. Swed, Dr. Plastic. Dr. Plastic? How does one, or why does one become a plumber in this game? Do tell, do tell. I've become a painter, I can tell you that much. Speaking of painter, now that it's all set up, I'm going to go paint it as well. Oop, there we go. Pipes. Oh, no. No pipes yet. I believe. So far, anyways. Let's make some more color cartridges. These are gonna be useful in just a second. While I finish the rest of my dinner. And it's Swede-ish. Oh, gotcha. You Swedish? One might think so. Thanks for the follow, man. Or woman. I use that gender neutral. Is it okay if I call you Dr. Plastic? And I will remember that you are Swede-ish. Okay. Where's our color gun now? Let's go, guys. It's painting time. All these new foundations that we added. Oh, that wasted a parachute. God damn it. This was the wrong paint. There we go. Now we're talking. Painting, painting. Yes, and I'm a dude. Well, I guess guy was the right one to use there then. I build plastic models, hence the name. Oh, that's so cool. Plastic models of what, if I may ask? Because that's somewhat unspecific. Guys, look at how nice this is! Look at what we got going here! I'm so happy with this. We're making a little bit too much of all this stuff, but like... having it lying around ain't a bad thing. Like, Smiles already said. It's nice to have some excess. I kind of want to build this ramp over on the other side over here. Because it's kind of annoying me that it's too close to the stuff to walk on. So I'm gonna take this down. There we go. That feels better. Hi, Popo. You stay down there. Thank you. Back? Fantastic. There we go. Enjoy your food, my friend. Enjoy. Oh, I almost just walked off the edge there. That's a hole. There we go. choop, 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 choop. This assembler is on top of this, and I can't. Shh. Can't paint it. It's okay. Reload that gun. I think you can from the back. Let's take another look. Nah, man. It's just nothing I can do here. Main project since 2013 is Revel's Vasa ship. A 1:150 scale ship of Sweden's most famous ship. Due to it sank a few kilometers from the dockyard when it was built. Oh no! That's an unfortunate way for a ship to go down. Here, I have the solution. I'm gonna paint it from the bottom. Boom. I think there's a way to set some of the default color to something different, save you some painting time. Yes, I think once you paint something, you can change the color of it, but I don't know how to change the default color. Oh, you visited that one a couple of years ago? That's so cool. I myself have never been to Sweden, sadly, because I'd really like to go. It's a nice place. And plenty to see there. Why is everything red? Red is not the color I want to see, guys. You probably ran out of fuel again. I'll fix that in a second. Oh, we haven't painted any of this yet. Oh, man. I've seen someone that I watched recently play this, and they said that... Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Where do you live? I live in Austria. So Sweden is not too far from here. But slightly too far to just, you know, have gone there before, unfortunately. They made an awesome museum of it. Ah, that's so funny. I love how the most famous ship is one that just sank right out of the dock. It's a little sad, but it's also kind of funny. Oh, I fell. You sound more American than Austrian. I have been told many times before that I have an American accent. Don't know where I picked that up. Somewhere along the way. I lived in the US for a couple of years, so that certainly might have to do with it, though I think I had an American accent before then, even, so... yeah, I like my accent. I think it's pretty good. Pretty sweet. Okay. Guys, I think I've painted just about everything. If I see something else, we can always go back to it. More importantly now, we need to refuel. Let's see. Because the power went down again. Nope. Okay, we're back up. We're all good. Don't you worry. Alright. I'm pretty happy with this, guys. I'm pretty happy with this. We should have the space elevator filled up and running in no time with this. Hello, Dark Archon. How's it going? I really need to fix my notification settings. I'm super late to the stream again. Well, it is a surprise stream today. I usually stream on Tuesdays, so this is a kind of one of its kind. I was just going to cancel the stream, and then I wanted to build this factory so bad that I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stream on Monday instead. So, but welcome in. We are still in the workings. Actually, we just finished the workings, to be more precise. And if you'd like, I can show you around. Surprise stream, yeah, right. You're addicted to Satisfactory. I mean, it is a surprise stream because I'm addicted to Satisfactory. I'm not denying that. It was a disaster in the making. They changed the layout halfway through the build and it didn't give enough ballast. Oh man, that reminds me of that that one rocket that was supposed to be sent to space, and it was kind of an international collaboration, and it ended up blowing up because some of the engineers used the metric and some used the imperial system, and somebody made an issue or a mistake somewhere in the conversion, and hence it, like, their math was wrong. A tour would be great, absolutely. Let me show you around. So, first floor. Now you can't see shit here because that's where all the factory stuff's happening. Okay, so we got a couple more biofuel reactors because we ran a little low on power, but should be good now. Then we have all of these bad boys smelting iron. Going over here, doing their thing. With all of these here set up to make plates and iron rods. We got a little bit of a backlog here because we have too many of those right now, but that's okay. Right, I'm gonna have to go. Sadly, I need to sleep now because I gotta get up stupidly early. Have a good night and sleep well. Thank you for joining us. And so the plates and the rods come up here. Them healthy black smoke. Yep. Don't question the health of that. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Come up here to be connected into these assemblers, which I'll show you in a second. On the second floor, though, we have more factories. Specifically, more smelters with iron. That is connected to these thingies making screws. The entire second floor is screws right now. So this makes rods. Rods make screws. Ta-da! Kind of the base setup. And they go into these two containers here. And over here into these assemblers. See, that's where the plates come from, bottom down there. And this assembler makes reinforced iron plates. And this assembler makes rotors. Yeah. And that's all going in here afterward. And that's basically our setup right now. What you think? That's what I've been spending all day today on. We also did an exploration a little bit. We got killed a couple times. We got some more biofuel. Yeah, kind of the basics there. Sounds like I'm in a good time zone for the stream. Everyone else seems to be off to bed. I'm listening while I'm at work. That is fantastic too. I picked this time specifically because it is kind of halfway between people's work times and people's awake times. I wanted to make sure that people who are in the US can still watch it and it's not the middle of the night for you guys. Like, yeah, fairy gaming, it's just finishing lunch, that's perfect. And then it's not too late for people here to still be able to watch it before they go to bed. That's kind of why I picked this time. Now that we have this, we're gonna need to spend a little bit of time waiting for all of our inventory to fill. So, what shall we do, guys? We can go find some more stuff. We could go collect some more biofuel. I don't think we have enough yet, honestly. Yeah, I think we could for sure use more biofuel if we wanted to. So yeah. We're far from having too much biofuel, let's just say. Oh, we wanted to go back to that crash site that we saw. So we should definitely do that as well. Let me just drop all the stuff we don't need anymore. Grab our... Grab our... Nope, that's the wrong direction. Just have random shit in my inventory. Like silica. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Yeah, exactly, the hard drive. So more biofuel than the smart plating for the space elevator. Exactly. But bring weapon. You're right. I'll bring my weapon. I will also bring something to eat. But not all of it. I'm learning, guys. Look at me learn. Yeah. I'm gonna grab a little bit of biofuel as well for our chainsaw. And then hopefully we can find that crash site again. I think it was over at the purple forest somewhere. Why aren't you using the normal iron nodes in that area? Not sure which area you're referring to. Oh, you mean why am I not using the ones that are right here? I am. So the thing is that those are impure, so they're not actually producing that much. And for the amount of stuff that we've built now, we needed way more. So we are actually using these, if you can see, up there and over here. But we needed more iron, so we're adding these iron nodes with the highway over there as well. So just so we have more, basically. I like our little elevators. They're so cute. Alright. Vroom vroom. Has anyone seen shrimp? Shrimp! Shrimp! We're going on an adventure! I want to make sure my inventory is as free as possible so I can fill it with all that biofuel. There are 3 normal nodes a bit off to the side. Are you... I think these down there were the closest ones that I could find. When I looked at it. If there's other ones that you're referring to, I might have just missed them. Doesn't mean that we won't use them. We are getting back to this for sure as well. Alright, so the crash site was this way, I believe. Let's grab some trees on the way. I take way too much pleasure out of this, guys. I know, I know. No need to tell me. But it's fun. It's fun. Ooh, I see some berries. It's hard to kill the flying things and hard to outrun them, so you will need to kill them. Okay, okay, I understand, I understand. I am willing... One sec. Sorry. That was my alarm going off on the camera. Don't kill me. I'm just fixing my camera. There we go. All good. Yeah, I'm willing to do what's necessary. Just don't want to kill any unnecessary. Don't want to do any unnecessary killing. Ah, stop. Christ. Won't kill the fauna, but the flora must go. I'm trying not to, you know, completely eradicate the flora either. I'm leaving some trees near our base at least. So we have some of that. Because it looks nice. This looks weird. But okay. Cheers everyone, have a good evening. Thank you, Cratopolis, for joining. You have a good evening as well. Remember the big boy down there? I remember. The one with the fire? Yeah. I'm staying the frick away from that. I'm just crossing over, ideally unnoticed. Crap. Nope. Do the running, guys, do the running. I don't think he's gonna follow me out here. I think he's spawned to stay in the pit, so we should be good. Ah, boy. Oh, the only other thing I kill are the spiders. Fuck the spiders. You can use the other hand slot. Oh, just leave me alone. Okay. Alright. Okay. With what button? Oh, scrolling. Nice. Thank you. That's very helpful. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. We killed one. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm very focused right now. Trying not to get killed here. I think I'm doing some pretty nifty movement. Nope. Okay, there's two of them. Oh boy, oh boy. Bugs, I can't. Okay, we got that bot boy. Come here, buggo. Oh, Jesus. These puppers are so incredibly annoying. Like, they tried to make them have the most annoying movement possible, I feel. Come here. Okay. Alright, so that's the puppos. That should be the hardest part. A bunch of wire. Carapace. What's this? I want this. Nope. Okay. Alright. More wire. That's a lot of wire. That's a nice amount of wire. Oh, there's one of those spitty boys over there. Okay. Open. Ooh. Let me take this.
Data on the hard drive has been salvaged and can be repurposed to unlock an alternate recipe. Salvaging more hard drives will provide additional alternate recipes.
Alright. Sweet. Ooh, a circuit board. Oh. More wire. Looks like this went kind of wrong, I'm not gonna lie. But I think I grabbed everything that's to grab there. Oh, little burb. Stay. Leaves. Chop, 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 chop. I want to stay away from the purple forest as it's getting evening. Hey! You want some? Yeah, you want some? No, stay! Don't run away. Purple, hey Purple, don't run away. Here, have some of this. Don't mind the big scary. Hey, you're just stealing my stuff! Come back here. Yeah, lol. Oh no no. Oh no no. Come here, Purple. Purple! Purple! Okay, we're not gonna go down there. You're staying away as it's evening, lol. Yep! Don't want to interact with the spiders. Very much don't want to do that. Can't have a chainsaw or a weapon in your hand. You can have both. Oh, with the puppo? That would make sense. Oh, these gave limestone and silica. Hmm. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, that would make sense. You wouldn't want to threaten the puppo with a chainsaw. It's okay. We'll get a puppo a different time. These are poisonous trees. We can't get those. Ah, you again. Oh god. I was about to start eating. Like a second away from it. That's okay. Nom nom. So let's chomp on these nuts while we're walking. Thankfully we didn't die too far away, so it should be fine. Yeah, right over there somewhere, I think. Hey, Burb! Hi, Burbo. Hey, you wanna be my friend? It's so cute, guys. It kind of looks like a flower. Check it out. That's so cool. Cutesy. I don't know if I mentioned already, but we did a horrible, horrible arm chest workout today. And my arms feel kind of like I have concrete in my shoulders. It's not very pleasant. Nope. Haha, missed me. Sucker. Challenge, pick up the stuff before they ram you. Not that easy, not gonna lie. Okay. There. Ooh, shiny rock. Caterium ore. Just leave me alone! Christ almighty. Ooh, shiny. Oh, that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. Ah! Jeez. These guys are really annoying. Rip. That was all of my food, so... When they aggro, just run. Yeah, it's probably the best advice. I just want them to be nice to me. Because I'm being nice to them, you know? They could return the favor. That'd be so difficult. Oop. Just gonna grab these. And then leaves. That's a lot of poison. That's a lot of poison. He died. Oh boy. I'm running! I'm running! Straight into it, that is. Chomp, 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 quick! Jesus, why won't you stop following me? Alright, retreat to the base! Quick! Okay. Whew! Safety. Crouch jump? Yeah, I did that. I tried slide jumping. That was close. But we still don't have enough biofuel, I feel. Gonna go out a different direction. I can't wait till we have coal, guys. I'm already starting to get annoyed by biofuel, not gonna lie. Particularly because it should be a renewable resource, but it isn't, because these trees don't grow back, as far as I know. which is kind of silly. Like, you probably could just manually feed an assembler by now. Yeah, I probably could. I'm just grabbing the biofuel first so we don't run out of power halfway through again. And then I'm gonna grab the smart plating. I think we're ready for that as well, yeah. Some of these berries. At least the nuts and the flowers are renewable resources, which is good. Alright, so we got that. Let's drop that into our biofuel production line. Hands free. Want to automate that step? Why? We'll head to bed now, Chaos. Have fun. Thank you for dropping by. Have a good night. Sometimes it feels good to be doing something with your hands, you know? I kind of like the process of like making the biomass. It also gives me time to think about what I want to do next. Also to have my dinner. It's gonna say lunch. It's kind of also my lunch because I skipped lunch. Oh, good. I can chat with you. Just all around good stuff. It also makes a satisfying sound, so. Well, I accept that. And there you go. However, skipping meals is not good. I know, I know. I don't know if I mentioned this, if you were here when I mentioned this, but the reason why I skipped meals is because I was going out to meet with a Papo. Because I signed up for an app where you can let people know that you'd be willing to take care of their dogs for a little while, like go for a walk with them or take care of them for a day or so. And I was kind of in a rush because I was doing some work and then I had to quickly grab some breakfast and head over to the Papo, and then I was at the gym afterwards, so I was kind of just busy, and that's why I skipped lunch. But I am having dinner, so it's all good. I am certainly hungry, so... Okay. I think that's all the biomass we got. That's a good bit, I think. Let's see how much fuel we have here. I'm gonna grab all of that and fill as much as we can. Thought you were a cat person. I'm both. I like both cats and dogs. You might think me a cat person because I have cats over occasionally from a friend of mine. And that is really nice. I like taking care of her cats. They are mostly well behaved, I'm gonna say. Sometimes they're a little bit of a little bit much, but most of the time they're well behaved. Okay, so we're filled up everywhere except for these two. which shouldn't be a problem because I think we can run on 4 or 5 anyways, so that should not go down for another while. Let's get our space elevator, should we? Yeah, I'm just an animal person, honestly. All the animals. That's how I like them. What is that? Right. Some of this. We don't need the extra limestone. Keep the silica. Keep the circuit boards. Drop the nuts in there. There we go. We can research the hard drive. Have you also been working on the MAM research? Yes, I've been working on some of it. Not like actively, not searching for stuff in particular, but everything I brought back, I did research. Oh, this takes 10 minutes. Okay, well, we're just gonna let that chill. Make some plates in the meantime. I'm way on the wrong side. I was watching the person we raided yesterday, and one thing they mentioned is that they never build directly on the ground, such that they can walk around things, and I think that's a fantastic idea. Is this your first playthrough? Absolutely. This is my first time ever playing, fuck. Oops. Yeah, this is my first setup so far, all with your guys' help, so if it seems like I don't know what I'm doing, that's because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna grab all of this, get out our assembly bench, and make a couple of those. Does anyone remember how many? Wait, I need to feed it into an assembler, right? I can't manually do it. Can't do it manually. Yeah. Let's take it downstairs then. Yeah, I like Cobalt style. Some of her other worlds have given me so many ideas and organization. Yes, I haven't watched, ouch, long enough to like really get a sense of like how she organizes it, but just the idea of like not building on the floor so you can walk around things, genius. Love that. Let's grab an assembler. Just pop that bad boy down here. Grab some power for it. Just gonna steal some power over here. And it's off! Does anyone remember how many we need? Fairy Gaming, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. There are many ways to do that. I normally try to make factories walkable too. 50? Okay, that's not a lot. It's gonna take a while though. So this only makes 2 per minute, so we're gonna be here for a bit. Okay, this is also good. All good, all good. Has anyone seen shrimp recently? Shrimp! Shrimp! Shrimp? We last left him down there somewhere, right? Shrimp! Update 5 is going to have me tear down almost everything. Oh shit. When is update 5 coming out? Because if I'm just not advanced enough until then, I might just get lucky and get really into the phase of like where I'm basically more or less starting out with update 5, which would be neat. This fall, lots of stuff for beauty builds. Ooh, I like beauty builds. I'm in the same boat. I'm just starting a new save as I figure it will be less work. Yeah. Update 5 should be mostly cosmetic as I understand it. Okay, okay. That seems fair. Why does it have you tear down everything then? Archon. Now I just need to wait around for things to happen. It's really... I mean, that's kind of the idea of the factories, right? But at the same time, I'm like, so what now? New stuff come in for trucks from watching the last video. Trucks. For the different build styles they're going to bring in. Oh boy. I don't even know about build styles yet. Way beyond my understanding still. Oh, gotcha. So they're making changes to the map as well. They're making big changes to the north coast and have a huge factory there. New window styles, roofs, beams. Gotcha. Have you unlocked the awesome shop? I have and haven't built it yet. That's a good idea. We could do that right now. Awesome sink, awesome shop. There we go. Oh, it's really small and cute. The best store on the planet. Adorable. So build it and check, they will fill it with stuff. Yeah. Yeah, they're redoing some of the edges of the desert biome. So as they're redoing the biomes, it just kind of messes with your factory setup and then you have to redo it. That seems like bad update design, if I'm being honest. Ooh. Ladders, railing, walkways, stairs. Pretty walls. Corner ramps? Ooh, I like this. This is slick. I'm sure you said North Coast was getting makeover in U5. Let me check the vid. Okay. We can get a little car! Look at this! Adequate pioneering. Lizard doggo statue! Golden nut. They know their audience, guys. Confusing creature. I love how that is its official name. Oh, the coffee cup. Beacons, ammo, parachutes. Nice. Okay, okay. We can get some lighting. I think that's like one of the bigger things. The golden nut and the golden coffee cup are the best. I mean, 1,000 tickets though. There's no golden coffee cup here. It seems like I need to buy the normal one first. Coffee cup is awesome to have in your hand when building. To show it off, or is there an actual use to it? Don't forget the game's not finished yet, it's still in development, so change will happen. That is true, that is true. Hi, keyboard. It's just a coffee cup. Yeah, I mean, I like coffee. Well, we need to make the sink then. There's a lot of stuff I can currently feed into the sink that we have excess of. So I think I'm going to put the sink up here next to my assemblers for now. And feed some of the excess stuff into it. Like right here. Boy, it's a big building. In fact, it's too big a building. Do I want it here though? The hitbox is super tall too. Yeah, this is an annoying building. I'm gonna put it down on the first floor actually where that assembler is right now. Like over here, and then I think I'm gonna manually feed it. How about over here? That seems fine. Water, thank you. I appreciate that. Need to sleep now. Have a good night, nerd. Thank you for joining us. Sleep well. Alright. So what I was thinking is that I will have a storage container here. Or not. Thanks for the follow, lols or copter. Is that like a helicopter, but with lols? Welcome in. And then we're gonna just feed it from this thing here. And then I can just drop anything I don't need in there. Which is convenient. And I think it just still needs power. Ah, shh. Like a rafflecopter, but much better. More fuel efficient and climate friendly. That's cute. Welcome in. How are you doing? We ran out of fuel. Back up and running. Doing alright? How about yourself? I am doing very well. We are very, very close to having enough smart plating to launch our space elevator, which I'm going to put as the kind of main goal for the stream today. And I have a bunch of random stuff in my inventory that I don't need. So I'm gonna drop all of that in there too. I guess, does this have a, oh, this has power needs, is what it has. There we go. It's online. Does this have a speed limit of how much stuff we can drop in? Because if we do a faster conveyor belt, maybe we can drop stuff in there faster. Yeah, look at that. Quite satisfactory, I assume? Quite satisfactory indeed. Sweet. Or we'll accept It will accept as much as you give it. I shall give it my all then. Yeah, as you might be able to see, we have a little bit of a backlog on some of our production lines. So we might as well drop those in there. Shred it? Absolutely. I am excited to be shredding some of this stuff. There we go. We'll just drop all of that in there. I guess we're forced to keep the rest, but that's good. Goodbye. Goodbye, rods. Goodbye, everything. Yeah, we got our first coupon. If you don't have smart splitters unlocked yet, you can just use splitters. Split one end into a chest so you have a storage and the rest into a sink. When the chest fills up, it'll just sink everything. That is smart. I'm just doing it manually right now because from my layout, I don't have a good spot to drop, to like pull things over. But I might work that into the layout eventually. Feed the ticket to the sink. Wait, what? Wait, what? As in print the coupon and then feed it back? How? It's an Easter egg. Okay. I got the coupon. That's hilarious, honestly. There goes the ticket.
Pixit Incorporated does not waste. As a reward for your
Creative input.
I have been given permission to grant you a gift. You can find it in the Awesome Store. I hope you like it. It was my first solo project.
Oh. Tell me more. Tell me more. Let's check that out. Vehicles? Cool. Is this CSS joke when the Tesla truck came out? I was gonna say it looks exactly like the Tesla car. Just even edgier. Cyberwagon. Absolutely indestructible. Needs no further introduction. Frickin' nerds. I love it. Alright, we're just gonna let that do its thing then. It's gonna take a while till that clears out, I think. Let's check on our parts. It's a horrible vehicle, don't depend on it long. I wouldn't imagine that this game would have good vehicles, like, period, at all. So, I can see that. Gonna drop out for the night. Morphin tablets are kicking in. I hope you have a lovely night. And thank you for joining us. It's fine. Bye. Okay, 20 more plates. Guys, I'm just here waiting for it to be done. Actually, the Explorer is great. Trucks are nice for initial transport, though. I'd check that out. Oh, check that out. Check out that peak. I think that was the ticket that we fed in. Boop. Just watch it go. Yeah, I don't literally have to watch it go. But I am impatient. Maybe I should build a second assembler to make the parts. 2 assembler, 2 speed. Nope, we don't need the chainsaw. Boom. Double the assemblers, double the speed. With doublemint, doublemint, doublemint gum. You guys know that reference? This is a really niche reference here. But, kudos to anyone who recognized what I just said. Ah, shit. That might have blown the fuse. Ah, crap. Crap. Dark Archon, you're that old? You know the original. Oh, I thought it was a double-double at In and Out. I know it from Equus, the book, the theater play. Shit. Oh, we need another burner. Where one of the characters, who is going insane, sings that song on a loop again and again and again. And I loved that play back in the day, so... Sorry, I had to do like a real focus moment there for a second. So my brain was like, how do I connect all of these poles to make sense now? And I think I figured it out. Don't have biofuel for it. Whoop. Yeah, we just blew our consumption with that second assembler. We need coal, and we need coal soon, guys. We're hitting our limits here. I am the bench. Thank you for the host. I don't know if you're watching here, but I appreciate that. That is really nice of you. Guys, I'm so impatient when it comes to this stuff. I'm just like, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Any suggestions for what we can do while we wait? Besides kill this tree. This specific tree. Screw that tree. Oh, we don't have fuel. Shit. Slug hunting for later. I haven't thought about that at all yet. I think it has been 10 minutes. Oh, for the research? Nice. Okay, yeah. I checked that. In a second. Okay. Let's reconstruct that. we go. Feel better about that now. I'll work on the MAM. That's probably a better idea. Let's see. Ooh, the analysis of hard drive is complete. Select your desired reward. Ah, number 2? Yeah. It looks like it. Oh, that just saves me a whole line of assemblers. Huh. That's so cool. Of constructors, I mean, sorry. Nice. And I'm assuming I can find more of these, right? Out of carapace? I think I have that. No, just 7. Ah, we don't have enough. Best one early game? Super lucky. There's 68 in the game currently. Oh boy, alright. We need to go exploring more then. But first, 41. 47. We're so close, guys. So close. Oh. Thank you, assembler. People wait. People wait. We're waiting. Gotta pop off. I'll be back another time. Thank you, Lolcopter. I appreciate you watching and following, and I'm usually online on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at this time. Though this week's schedule is a little bit of a mess. If you get slugs, you can make these faster. Oh, yes. Faster sounds great. It's way too slow for my taste. Maybe I'm just too impatient. Alright, guys, it's time. It's time. It does use more power, though. It would, wouldn't it? I want to see this space elevator launch so bad. Okay, everybody, get your space elevator launch goggles ready. Finding a Caterium node will make your life a lot easier as well. I've only found a little bit of Caterium so far. Ooh. Are you guys ready? Is everybody ready? Let's go watch! Oh, it's spinning. Oh, there it goes! Goodbye! Goodbye! It's so far away. Is it gonna come back once it's done? Space is cool, guys. I think space is pretty cool. Ever think about that? You know? Ever just think about how cool space is? I do all the time, honestly. Oh, it's coming back! Yay! Slowing down, slowing down. This was so cool. I love astronomy. Me too. There was a time in my life where I spent way too much time reading like physics books, specifically astrophysics, because that shit's so interesting. Alright, well, this all looks very complicated. We'll deal with that when time comes. It's getting to be the perfect time of year to set up a telescope again. Ooh, do you have one? That's so cool. I would love to watch the stars through a telescope. That sounds super fun. Alright. I think we can check out what our next updates are. Just want to take a look at them and see what we can do. Oh, so we unlocked 3 and 4, which is nice. Cool. Oh, we get coal power, pipelines, junctions, ooh, fluid buffer. Wow. Don't know what any of this does. Burns coal to boil water. The produced steam rotates turbines. So we need coal and we need water for this. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I usually take the kids outside and make them look at the other planets. Ah, that's so cool. I wish my parents had done that with me when I was little. I never had a telescope as a kid, unfortunately. But still really, really cool. We can get a tractor. We can get, oh, steel. The hotly contested, not very loved steel production we can set up. That's pretty cool. Get the framework, steel beams, advanced steel production, improved combat. Don't need that. Yeah, my kids are lucky their dad is a big nerd. Yeah, I wish my dad had been a nerd. That would have been really fun. Tubes for transporting fixed employees. Is this like fast teleportation sort of stuff? Is that what we're looking at here? And upgraded logistics. Ooh, power storage. Nice. Oh, that's very convenient. That's gonna stop our grid from like blowing all the time. Big storage container. Better conveyor belts. Stackable pipeline support. Cool. That's pretty awesome, honestly. I'm looking forward to working through some of these. Not today though, guys, not today. I think this is a good stopping point. I feel very satisfied with our progress so far and this project in general. Makes me pretty happy. I'm glad I streamed today against my better judgment perhaps, but can't stop me when I get addicted to video games, so alright. I'm gonna call it a day here. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for hanging out. I think we're gonna do a raid in a second. Before though, I want to point out my wrong way, it's mirrored. My Twitter, if you follow me there, you get updates on stuff that is happening, kind of bigger picture. Stuff like the emotes, kind of what I'm up to, and that sort of stuff. And I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 p.m. Central European or 11 a.m. PST, except for this Saturday. So this Thursday we're going to be streaming Hades, and then on Saturday we're not going to stream because I am out of town. It's my birthday. But I thought about moving the stream to Sunday instead. And then we guys can have a birthday stream together on Sunday, which will very, very likely be more Satisfactory. So, get excited for that. Make sure you have your notifications on when I go live, at different times. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Let me see who's up for a raid right now. Okay. I need to find more Satisfactory streamers that do good raids. By which I mean that we can raid. Sorry, that are online at good times is what I meant to say. I cannot multitask for shit, honestly. If anyone has any recommendations for people that are online right now that you think we can raid, let me know. This person seems nice. I've picked someone up. We shall give a raid. For once, I don't recognize any of the English streamers right now. Yeah, there aren't a ton of people streaming Satisfactory in English at the time that I stream, weirdly enough. But, yeah, let them know that we're coming. And just drop something like this in the chat so they know we're here. And make some noise. Behave over there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon.